We had a really informative meeting with a lot of important people sitting around the table.
County Commissioner Clay Murphy tells Liz Ryan what this urgent meeting was about and who was at the table.
The dangers of e-bikes has been top of mind in light of a string of recent accidents. Murphy took part in a meeting yesterday at a table filled with people in positions to make a difference.
Members of the sheriff's office, the administrator, chief attorney, and other members of county staff, along with members from Ride Safe and my friend Mike and Lori Dobbs, who have been teaching motorcycle safety and e-bike safety for many, many, many years.
Here's what they accomplished at yesterday's meeting.
We agreed to go forward with establishing a committee. We also established boundaries about who would be responsible for what. The Sheriff's Department has done an amazing job of stepping up and increasing not only their enforcement, but their education already without being told to do so. But we are going to come alongside of them, and we're going to put a program together that can be used inside the schools and taught by the deputies themselves.
They'll be formulating ways to make these classes engaging for the kids and really effective.
Something that's going to be efficient, something that's going to be informative, and something that's going to be fun for the kids too, with a live demonstration from our e-bike patrol and our motor units. I think it's really going to be something that's going to be exciting, but we do have next steps. We've got to get with the school board. We've got to make sure that we have the authority to go in and teach this class to the kids. So we've got some hoops to jump through, but we formed a committee, and we are going to be aggressive in putting this together and getting it in the classroom by the fall.
Murphy's 26 years experience as a Florida state trooper will likely benefit these discussions.
This local news is a service of your hometown Toyota dealer, Beaver Toyota, US 1 St. Augustine, here to wow you.
I understand why people get scared. It'd scare me if I didn't know better, but I know better.
Congressman John Rutherford tells Liz Ryan what we should not be afraid of.
The budget package now in the Senate, nicknamed the One Big Beautiful Bill Act. Rutherford says claims it will increase the deficit is fear-mongering.
The mainstream media, the Democrats, the CBO is telling you that this is going to add trillions to the national debt. That is absolutely false.
Rutherford says the CBO is playing a numbers game.
They say by extending the Trump tax cuts and not allowing taxes to go up $4.5 trillion on business and individuals, that we're cutting $4.5 trillion. So they turn that into a deficit. So they have this bill starting with a $4.5 trillion deficit that is not a deficit. We're continuing the same tax liability that we've had since the Tax Cut Jobs Act. We're continuing that. We're not cutting. We're simply not letting it go up. Only in Washington, D.C. is refusal to allow something to go up a cut.
He responds to critics who say this bill is a big gift to billionaires.
This is the best bill in the world for middle-class taxpayers. Their standard deduction is going to $16,000 for individual filers, $32,000 for joint filers. Not only are we not going to cut the child tax credit, we're actually going to increase it again to $2,500 per child.
And he explains why he sees this bill as a boon for small businesses.
Their business income deduction, they can subtract 23% right off their taxes.
For St. Augustine's Local Morning News, I'm Liz Ryan.
Father's Day weekend features plenty of family fun in St. Johns County. This is Stacy with Fun for Augie Kids.
Step into a storybook evening at the Playful Family Daddy Princess Royal Ball, where dads and daughters don their royal best for an enchanting Father's Day celebration. Enjoy dancing in a fairy tale setting, crafts, makeovers, and magical visits from beloved princesses. Dads, get ready to be wowed. Drop the kids off at Pinspiration's Father's Day Gift Workshop, where they'll craft 5 surprise projects, wrap them up with care, and leave you with unforgettable handmade gifts straight from their heart. The link is inviting children ages 4 to 11 for a kids' night out, packed with crafts, STEM fun, epic games, a movie, and their legendary dance party finale. Pajamas, pizza, and pillow forts set the stage for a fun night out. For more on these events and others, please visit us on our website at fun4augiekids.com. Have a great weekend.
And now you're up to date with St. Augustine's Local Morning News. I'm Rich Carroll.